welcome to another episode of Opinionated I Am, and if you don't know about this, you need to get to know. Yep, it's Daredevil time.
Unite and express your thoughts. Opinionated I am.
Opies, I am ridiculously tired. I'm right here with my man Ed Reese from The First Take, and
What's up, people?
I think we went in hard yesterday.
We binged it one day,
To bring it to you.
beginning to end.
Daredevil.
Whoo, is it good?
Ladies and gents, YouTubers, World Wide Web, there is a new standard. There is a new kid in town that has set the pace
Preach.
and the level of these comic book, not only the comic book movies, but the TV shows. Daredevil is a thing of beauty, and for me, I have to say, I was blown away. Now, you can give me your opinion on this. For me, what made it good was a number of things. The depth of the characters, especially Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk, which we're going to touch on. The realism. It was very grounded and very realistic. Great direction. Great setting. I felt a part of that process. Now, before we get on to Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk's characters, Daredevil effectively is telling the story of a young man who is blinded from a very early age due to an accident, and true Marvel setting and Marvel style, it gives him some sort of ability, and in his case it was a really hypersensitive sensitivity.
They keep it pretty vague. They don't go too much deal. They don't go too far with it like they did with the Ben Affleck one, where he basically had that bat like sonar shit going on.
Yeah.
And he was leaping from the rooftop of buildings to the street level. He wasn't doing this in this. He was...
There is no cartoon. There's no cartoon in this.
very believable.
Yeah. This and again, I feel this is what made the show stand out in terms of the grounding of it and the realism. It's like a bad day in Detroit, people. You know, it really is. If Detroit had a vigilante, if Bruce Wayne wasn't getting thrills from wearing all this latex or whatever suits, he would be Daredevil. That's all I can say. His injuries. When this guy goes into fight, first of all, the fight scenes are a thing of beauty. Close combat. Great. There's nothing exaggerated about it. There's not all these over-exaggerated moves. It was real fighting. You know, and when you see it, it's great. Number two, the sound. You didn't get that nonsense sound effect. It was like a thump. And so again, they have taken these things into consideration. Number three, he doesn't just get up from a fight. There was many a times this poor guy was beaten to a pulp, cut to shreds. And his injuries didn't heal within minutes, hours.
Unlike Arrow.
Oh, don't get me started. Unlike Arrow and other comic book films, you will find that it could be the next episode and he's gone to fight another person or encounter with another person, and those same injuries will still be there, or it starts affecting his ability to fight and how he's going to do that. And so again, that level of realism, it was almost as, I think you described it best, like when computer games you kill somebody and their body disappears. No, the body was still there. This guy went through it. You felt his pain. And you could...
I think that's testament to the way that they went about producing this show. Because I remember reading, while they were in early productions, that they weren't really looking at it as a TV show, where they were bringing different writers for each episode, and they were just thinking week to week. They really sat down and thought of the whole 13 episodes in one big chunk as a movie. Yeah. So the arc from beginning to end. So that's how you're able to keep up the pace of the things that happened in the episodes a couple episodes before. Which all TV shows should do this shit.
All TV shows, honestly. I mean, the Arrow, I think season 4 we're in, and again, I look at it like, where's it going? It's become quite cheap and quite tacky and so forth. Daredevil, for me, has beat out every single show that is based on superheroes and comic books. It's just again a thing of beauty. Now going on to the characters, Matt Murdock. Colin Fox, I believe his name is it Cox? Yes, Colin Cox, not Fox. I think there was a lot of doubt with him. Me personally, I didn't doubt. I just wanted to see what he was about because I liked him. You did, and I liked him in Boardwalk Empire. The Theory of Everything, he had a supporting role. He did well again. And so to see him in this, I didn't have any expectations, but I was just looking forward to it. I like him and his screen presence. It's very unassuming, unlike a lot of people.
Yeah, he won me over. In the previews leading up to this, I wasn't sold on him.
Yeah.
I felt he was just too small, too uncharismatic. But watching the show, all those doubts were just blown away. Like, dude brought it in. He did it.
And then let's talk about old Wilson Fisk, played by Vincent D. Is it Onofero or Onofero? I can't pronounce his name.
Something.
Do forgive me, but what a freaking actor. Now, you never hear him referred to as Kingpin in this entire season. And I'm not going to give you no spoilers, so a lot of things I'm not going to say at all. They don't even encounter each other till several episodes down the line. Additionally, what you tend to find as well is they hinted his presence from the very first episode, but you don't see Wilson Fisk till a certain episode, which I'm not going to tell you again. Watch it, because it's that good. But once he comes on, there's a level of vulnerability in this guy.
With menace.
With menace. It was almost like he is a contradiction. Personaed, or personified. It was just...
He was great. He beat out Ultron in being Marvel's first fully formed, well-rounded villain. Besides Loki, because you give it to Loki. Decent. Yeah, he was just great. It's like... what can be said about? Oh man,
he was honestly, because and again, I think you alluded to this, where it was the first show where you've seen it was the bad guy, the villain that actually won the girl,
that had the love story.
Yeah, and it wasn't the hero or the protagonist of the actual show. But the way this plays out, if it had a bigger budget, it would have probably been Marvel's best movie. What they've done with the budget, it's just, it's the best show. Simple. It beats them out, And again, just keeping it in line with the superhero comic book genre. I'm not comparing it to any other shows at the moment, apart from its own genre that I'm comparing this to.
So you include Walking Dead in that then?
Yeah. It's a hard one. I didn't think about The Walking Dead. Marvel Universe, DC Universe, hands down, this has got it. Wilson Fisk. When he loses the plot, ladies and gentlemen, he loses the plot. He absolutely loses the plot. And then all of a sudden, he's back to telling you why he is the way he is. And you feel for him, and I think it got a bit repetitive on that. So that's one downer I'm going to give it. Second downer, Foggy Nelson.
Oh, come on.
No, I'll tell you why. Foggy Nelson is Matt Murdock / Daredevil's best friend from college days. We call it university. You call it college in America, whatever. When Foggy finds out Matt's secret identity.
Yeah, they dragged that out.
They dragged it out, and effectively Foggy came across like he was Matt's chick who's just found out that she's been cheated on. And it's like, dude, you're a man. Your boy is busting his ass to save people, to save you. Get over it. Deal with it. I don't owe you nothing. So that was dragged out. And I know it was there to kind of show you the depth of their relationship, but it missed for me.
It just went on too long.
Yeah.
For half an episode, yeah, fine. Let him be a bit pissed that he was lied to.
Yeah.
But for it to go on as long as it did,
he seemed like a bitch, like the ginger dude from Harry Potter to Harry Potter. But that's the only bad thing I can say. Bar that, what we saw, what we endured was pure pleasure, visually, everything. And I can't say no more. Opies, have you watched Daredevil yet? If not, what are you waiting for? Let me know your opinion. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Subscribe. Let me hear from you. I want to know. But do you know what? I'm going back and I'm going to watch this one by one. But I'm going to take my time to digest it and enjoy it. One thing I will say as well, the intro, lovely. Ooh. Lovely. Very Hannibal. I don't know, again, if it was by the same studio, but the intro sequence you need to watch is absolutely gorgeous. And just appreciate the art and the time and craft that it's gone into that to then lead on to obviously the story it's been telling. But Opies, this has been another episode of Oh I Am. Take care of yourselves. Let me hear from you. We're out.
Would you like to express your thoughts? Opinionated I am.